Hi guys, and welcome back to the SN studio for another video battle report. Today we have Jamie Hammond in the studio and his beautiful orcs. Why is Jamie here? Well, the Gibraltar Warhammer Club had their first event, 16-player RTT.
Yep.
I actually didn't play, but you played.
I played.
And you won Best Army Award.
Yep.
And this is why we've invited Jamie over to actually, you guys at home, to actually enjoy his army, because it's absolutely gorgeous army.
I also came last.
He also came last. You shouldn't have said that. You should have stayed with the positive things and no negative things. But yeah, we invited him over for you to actually be at the studio, and obviously for you guys again. I've already mentioned it, but you have to see this army because it's a gorgeous army. Let's dig into the event a bit. So you came last, but did you enjoy it? And what actually happened? Why did you come last? Because it's actually a great orc list. It's not super competitive, but it has a good punch to it.
Yeah. Well, this is slightly different to the list I took in the tournament. But I basically was Marines.
Yeah,
I went up against
too many Marines.
I
think there was like 10 Marines from the 16 armies there wasn't it?
So I went Iron Hands, Ultramarines, and then Blood Angels. I did best against Blood Angels. Yeah, but I just didn't have the punch to take them out. No, so you weren't lucky because you did play the Ultramarines on game 2. Because they actually lost against Marines in game 1. So yeah, you played two mean lists. Iron Warriors army was actually in the final. Yeah. So it was a pretty scary list to play against. Today we are playing Search and Destroy. Surround and Destroy. That's it. Surround and Destroy. Yeah. 6 objectives on the table. A really cool mission, Dawn of War deployment, and we're playing on this spectacular board, which is perfect for this game. It's Jamie's village. As you can see now on screen, it fits the map perfectly. It's a really gorgeous map with a frozen lake in the middle, frozen river in the middle, and all the orc terrain to represent the orc village. So there, without further ado, we're going to go straight onto list, and I haven't even mentioned my list. So, I'm playing the Death Korps of Krieg. Crazy. I haven't mentioned the P. Did you see I haven't mentioned the P? Well done.
Korps, not Corp.
I mean, they
I have
spell
to get
it
that into my head.
They spell it with a K anyway, which is wrong.
Anyway. So yeah, I haven't played this army before in a video. I've played it before in classic style, and I've taken out of the cabinet to have a fun and a giggle at some of the club days. But I haven't actually gone into it. So, guys, Astra Militarum players, Death Korps of Krieg players, please bear with me. I hope I do a decent job, but I hope you don't actually beat me down a lot if I actually make a lot of mistakes. But I hope I don't. I wanted to use this list, and I wanted to really have the image of bringing an armored detachment, and I've tried to bring as many tanks as possible, and here we are, as many tanks as possible. So without further ado, we're going to go into list 2,000 points, and we're going to go with mine because I think you have a bit more to talk about with your list than mine. So I've basically bought a Spearhead. So yeah, a Spearhead. I wanted to bring as many heavy detachments, heavy units as possible. So I've just gone with a Spearhead and an auxiliary detachment because I do bring an assassin. Now, for the HQ in the Spearhead, I've got a tank commander, Lemon Russ tank commander, with a heavy bolt at the front. Now, I do have some upgrades on him, and instead of taking a Warlord trait, I've given him a tank ace upgrade. And what I've given him is a 2-up save instead, and that's called Master Mechanic. So it's from the New Psychic Awakening book. You can upgrade, if you don't take a Warlord trait, you can upgrade him to have a specific upgrade. So I've gone for a 2+.
What does tank ace do?
Tank ace is nothing. It's a stratagem you use, or not a stratagem. You can spend the stratagem on second tank, which I haven't. But if you don't take a Warlord trait, you can take a tank ace. I think there's like 6 or 7 different choices to upgrade your tank. So 2+ save on him. And for my free relic, I've gone for Kurov Aquila. So basically, every time you use a stratagem, I'll roll a d6 and get a command point back. Hopefully I don't forget, because these are the kind of things that I obviously forget. Normally if I forget, I normally do it off camera, because you will remind me, or my head will remind me after. So yeah, that's my free relic and my free Warlord trait. Then for the Spearhead, I've got a lot of heavy detachments. To start off, I've got 2 Lemon Russ normal battle cannons on them. With heavy bolters, no upgrades on them. And then I've got 2 Colossus bombers. No line of sight, strength 5, 2d6 shots. It's good when you're playing against orcs.
Are they blast?
These are not blast. Talking about blasts, all my level have blast. And I'll move on to the heavy quad launcher batteries. So when I actually was building this list, I had 2 units of 2 quad launchers, and when I looked at the profiles and I saw that it had 46 shots and blast weaponry, I said, like, I'm gonna tame it down a bit, because there's a lot of orcs and we want to see the orcs perform. So I've brought 2 only.
That's 24 shots per gun.
24 shots when I'm shooting at more than 11 orcs in a unit. So hitting on 4s, which is good, I guess, and then it's strength 5, so I'm wounding on 3s, which is pretty good. Then I've got 2 rapiers, so separate units. These I've used a couple of times before, and they just don't hit or don't wound. It's constantly like that throughout the game. So hopefully I do hit and I do wound this turn. The -4 goes through, and the damage is just epic when it does. So I hope these guys perform. And that is, I believe, my... No. Then we've got, in the elite slots, I've got 2 units of engineers. These are really good. They're upgraded to have the shotguns, and they've got 2 types of profiles. If I'm not hitting a vehicle, which there's a lot of, because if I'm hitting, for example, the Squiggoth, I'm still wounding on 2s with them. And they've got 2 types of ammunition: normal strength 4, damage 1, or poisoned 2+. Gets hot, damage 2 profile. But it's more not against vehicles. So if you're shooting at vehicles, it's a 6+. Then I've got, for my second HQ, which I nearly missed out, is a second Marshal. I've brought him in just to give some orders to the engineers. Probably spending some CP and bringing them in from tactical reserve with the Marshal and the little tank here, which I never bring out, but I saw it in the cabinet. I felt a bit sad that it never comes out. So, and I had the points, 60 points, 60 points.
My favorite model.
It's so cool. It's so cool. So this is a Centaur light assault carrier, and it's got 2 heavy stubbers. Even though it's only representing 1, I don't know why. I think the pack just brings 1, but it does have 2 with no upgrades needed for that. So yeah, I bought that, so it'll probably that will come in. The Marshal will come in with the engineers from tactical reserve. And I think that's my list. Then obviously I've got the Hellhounds. So this is 1 unit of 3 because I needed to put them in as that. This is fast attack. And 1 unit of 3 Hellhounds, really good. Range 16 flamers. Again, really good against orcs. So yeah, I hope they perform. They also move up the table, get me board control. So I really like using them when I do. And then lastly, I've had to. So this is something I've just realized just on the way here. I thought that you could bring 1 Vindicar for free. But it's only for a patrol, a battalion, or a brigade. So this is a Spearhead. So I've actually had to pay 2 CP. To actually bring him as an auxiliary detachment. I could have changed the list, but I had been testing out him, so I really felt guilty to actually put him back in the shelf. So I'm just going to pay the 2 CP for that, plus the 3 CP for the Spearhead. So I'm down 5 points straight away. But look, I like testing things.
Because of your Warlord?
No, because it's not a patrol, a battalion, or brigade.
Of course.
So yeah, I do spend 5 CP, but I'm happy to go with what I've got anyway. And yeah, that's my list. 2,000 points on the nose, and on to the orcs we go. So take us through. So you've got 2 detachments, right?
So I've got 2 detachments. I haven't done this before in the tournament. I had to be monofaction. So, but in this game, I've taken a patrol of feral orcs from the new Psychic Awakening.
Cool.
Led by the war boss. So it's the 2 blobs of 30 boys, the bikes, the war boss, the Weirdboy, the Knob, and the Pain Boy. Those are all the feral orcs. The bikes actually don't get the bonus for feral orcs. It's just boys, knobs, and these characters that get the bonus.
Do you have to pay for that? Do you have to pay a CP?
Well, that's the patrol detachment, and then I've got Spearhead, the heavy support one. That's Bad Moon, so I've paid the 3 CP for that detachment.
Perfect.
So because my warlord's in the patrol. So I've got those 2 patrols. Feral orcs are very fast. They advance 3d6. I choose the highest. And then they pile in 6 inches.
Nice.
So they're very fast. So let's see if they can get up the board and tie up all your vehicles.
That's what you want to do. You want to pressurize against me and create headaches for me, basically.
Exactly, And then I've got the other detachment. The Spearhead is Bad Moons, led by the Big Mech. and it's got all the vehicles in it, and that Bad Moon's clan trait is reroll ones and shooting.
Okay, so take us through one by one in this. Yeah. So let's start with the Feral Orcs. So okay. HQ you've got.
So HQ I've got the Warboss as my Warlord. He's got the Killer Claw, so for them it basically gets rid of the Power Claw army. You have -1 to hit. Doesn't have that. It's a flat damage 3 instead of D3.
Okay.
And I can reroll to wound. So
Killer
Claw, that's a relic.
Okay.
Then he's got his Warlord trait is brutal but cunning, so he can reroll to hit. And when he charges, he does an extra damage. So it'll be 4 damage on the charge.
Okay. Does he get an extra attack as well?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
No, he doesn't. But he's got the biggest boss for 1 CP, which is the Psychic Awakening stratagem, giving him 1 more wound and 1 more attack.
Perfect.
So he's quite decent. 5 attacks, rerolling to hits, and then strength 12, rerolling to wounds. So it's very, very strong.
Cool.
Hitting on 2 pluses as well.
Yeah.
The other characters in Weirdboy with the jump.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can get one of these guys up within 9 inches. First charge. Yep. Then he's got Warpath to grant 1 score and 1 extra attack.
Okay, so every model in the unit gets a +1 attack. Well, pretty decent.
Boys can become 5 attacks each, which is really strong. Then the Nob with a Wag Banner with a Power Claw, and the Wag Banner gives them the hidden 2 pluses, +1 to their weapon skill, basically.
Nice. You have to be in certain range,
have to be within 6. Not wholly within, just within.
Okay, cool.
Yep. Then other characters. So he's elite. The other elite is the Pain Boy, who is he grants a 6+ feel of pain, basically to everything within 3 inches, I think.
Okay.
And then he can also heal
a unit, a model.
Well, he's D3 wounds, yeah.
Okay.
So, but on a 1, he actually deals 1 wound instead of healing. So I've got to roll the D6, get the 1, and if I don't get a 1, then I can heal it.
Perfect.
And the bikers actually don't benefit from anything for being in this detachment.
Okay.
But I couldn't fit them in the Spearhead because I already have 2 fast attack choices.
Okay.
So I had to put them in the patrol,
Okay.
To get them in. But anyway,
still, they give you some speed, some board control as well, so it's always good to bring them. Okay, cool.
Okay, so then for the Bad Moons, the HQ is the Big Mac with Custom Force Field. Again, it's like an auto-include.
Yeah.
And the Custom Force Field's been up in the air a bit at the moment. It's got the actual rules for it, but finally we've had Psychic Awakening FAQ.
Okay.
So it's actually doing, you have to be wholly within 9 inches, and it's any Orc units. For a while it was clan units.
Okay.
So for example, I couldn't get the
if you had 2 detachments. Okay.
Yeah, but now it's Orc units.
Okay.
So friendly Orc
anything.
Units. So also, and I'm going to be wholly within 9, and it's for shooting.
Cool.
There is a stratagem for 3 CP to extend it to 18 for 1 turn.
Perfect.
So he's my leader of the Bad Moons. Then we've got 10 Tank Busters.
Yeah, Tank Busters. They must be I think they're the best Orc unit in the
I think they might be, yeah. Because they're 70 points.
Rerolling to hit against vehicles?
Yeah, and against this list, I mean...
they're perfect. They'll be perfect, they'll probably be riding the Squiggle.
Yeah, they're riding in the Squiggle. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's them. And then we have 9 looters. Well, 8 looters, and one of them is the Spanner. Okay. And I've given him the Clever Spanner.
Okay, what does that do?
So I can reroll. I roll 2d3 rather than 1d3, and I pick the highest for how many shots they get.
Perfect.
Whilst he's alive in the squad.
Okay.
So that's my LF spot. They're decent, strength 7, AP -1, damage 2. They're good marine kills, actually.
Yeah.
With the damage 2. In this list, I don't know, maybe Hellhounds. They can do something to them.
Probably.
Range 48, so it's decent.
Okay.
Then going on to the vehicles. Fast attack, I've got Grot tanks.
Oh, I love Grot tanks.
I love the models.
Yeah, so cool.
They're so cool. Yeah.
They're not very good,
no.
but they're just too cool. If you have them, you have to bring them.
Of course.
Yeah.
But,
so 4, and they're upgraded with missiles.
They've all got missiles. So again, decent. They should hopefully do some damage to you.
Okay.
5 missiles between them because the commander has 2. And then the shooters, which are actually free upgrades on the thing. So I put
Forge World again being difficult and weird.
Yeah, so that's strange. Maybe they'll FAQ it and make them be worth 5 points or something, I don't know.
Okay.
But for the moment, yeah, so that's 5 of them. Then the Squig Buggy, again, he's fast. I'm not sure about the new buggies, how effective they are, but it's 110 points.
I mean, you've got it painted anyway, so
I'm going to paint it. It's a cool model. It's got, I don't know, it helps with speed, it does a little bit of damage upwards.
Okay.
So
yeah, probably if you use them with the bikes at the same time, flanking one of the things, it'll
support the bikes.
It'll counter something up for sure.
For sure. And then anyway, onto the heavy support. So I already spoken about the looters. I want heavy support. The other 2, a Squig off. That's it.
Okay. No upgrades or anything. Just using as a transport. But he's good in combat, isn't he?
He is good in combat.
He does mortal wounds on the charge. He's a beast in combat. And the model again looks really
cool. I like the model, a lot. And the Howder rule, I can even if it engages, I can still shoot with the tank busters.
Okay, cool. That's cool.
Not at the unit I'm engaged with. That's something
else.
Yeah, but that's still very effective.
Okay.
And then I've taken a gun wagon. I normally take a battle wagon with open top, and I put the looters inside. But today I decided I'm going to try out the gun wagon.
Okay.
And probably deploy the looters not inside them, because it's closed up, you can't shoot.
Yeah, and they have decent range anyway.
They've got 48, so they're decent.
They don't need to be in transport to get closer or anything like that.
The gun wagon's quite cool. It goes up to toughness 8, which is good.
Okay.
From toughness 7 with the open top battle wagon, and then it's got 4 big shooters.
Okay.
And I've given it a custom job with the mech. So instead of a kill cannon, it's got the boomer. Okay. I know a boomer is someone born in the in the 60s and 70s. No, but anyway, that's really good because it's heavy 2d6. But the gun wagon's rule is if it doesn't move, it moves less than half, it can fire twice with the kill cannon. So
46.
basically 46 shots.
Yeah, you're still hitting on 5s with Daka, but
with
46
the bad wounds as well,
rerolling ones, could be a decent combo there.
Strength 8, take a -3, damage 2.
Cool, that's interesting. Hurt, yeah, that could hurt. And when I've got so many tanks,
and if you get too close, I can run you over with the death roller.
With the death roller, anyway. Cool. So I think that's your list, isn't it? I think you've gone through all the list. Really interesting list, especially with the 2 detachments, and one of them being one of the new clans where you can upgrade with the second. Not upgrade, to actually choose.
I think that's what they were designed for. Like, for example, snake bites and feral orcs are like
because feral orcs are called Weirdboys.
Weirdboys, they're so fluffy, like evil sons and fly boys or rocket boys. They're so
cool. Yeah, there's always one that links to the other.
Yeah, they're really similar. I think that's what they were designed for.
Cool. Okay, so we've gone over lists. Let's go over our secondaries because we've already chosen our secondaries off camera. I'll go for mine first. So I've gone for. I was going to go for which one's the one that you kill for every 10 models you kill? Thin red ranks. I was going to go for thin red ranks, but I think grind them down will be easier for me because I think I can take down a lot of the lighter units quite easily and bring it and grind it down gives you 3 points. So I think it's an easier option for me. So for my first secondary is grind them down. My second secondary is assassinate.
I've got 5 characters.
5 characters, 3 points each. Can max a total of 15 points.
And when you're assassin as well, you should pick them off quite quickly.
Yeah, exactly. And then for my third one, I was going to go for engage all fronts, but I do want to change it up a bit, especially as I mentioned before that I do want to use the engineers and stuff to outflank. If I keep them till turn 3 or turn 2, I can outflank through your deployment edge. So I'm going to go for line breaker. That gives me 4 points if I have 2 or more units in your deployment zone. So those are my 3 for this game. What were you choosing?
So I've got engage on all fronts.
So definitely.
I'm going to be sitting back with someone shooting, moving up. It makes sense to take
for sure.
Then I've taken... what is it? Bring it down for the vehicles?
Bring it down, definitely. You've got so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are vehicles as well, by the way. So you can easily max out. You can probably get 30 if there wasn't a maximum. And
then I've gone for
surround them,
the
which
mission
is the specific one. It's
so,
pretty decent. You're moving up as well.
Exactly.
So
it does make sense. If I'm going to moving up the boys, they're going to be objective secured anyway, so I should be able to take one from you.
Exactly.
And if I can hold my 2 and take one.
And you'd have things sitting on the back firing anyway. Exactly. So it's an interesting one to get, and it does score really well, that one as well.
Yeah, it's 4 or 8 if I manage to take both.
Exactly.
Very good.
So there we have it. That's the lists. That's the secondaries. On to the game we go. We'll see you back in the battlefield. Catch you back in a couple of seconds. The battlefield is ready, the armies are deployed, and we are ready for war! That was a good one. Well done. 8 out of 10 for that.
8 out of 10, that's good.
So, there are going to be a lot of explosions, a lot of bombs dropping, a lot of missiles exploding, and hopefully a lot of dead orcs.
Hopefully an orc victory.
You could still have a victory with a lot of dead orcs.
Yeah,
that's normally what happens anyway, doesn't
true.
it?
Yeah, that's happening anyway.
Okay, so we're playing, what is it? What's the mission called again?
Surround and Destroy.
Surround and Destroy, that's it.
Yep.
I was about to say Search and Destroy. It's not that bad. Okay, so 6 objectives on the table. We're just going to point out quickly where they are. So 1, 2, so on both of the deployment zones. There's one in no man's land there, another one in no man's land here, and then again one on each of the deployment zones. Dawn of War, for this one, first roll off was one by yourself.
Yep.
You chose this side because there's a bit more of terrain, especially on this side. And you started deploying first with me deploying second, well, each unit, like the old, how 8th edition actually starts at that type of deployment, which is pretty good because you get to counter a bit more the deployment. Now, let's go over deployment. I'm going to quickly go over mine. So it's a bit weird because Jamie's on my side and I'm on his side, but we can do this. So we've got a Colossus Bombard on each of the sides. We've got one there and just one there, just in front of Jamie. In the middle, we've got the 3 Hellhounds. And then let's move over here because it will be a bit more easier for me to actually show you. So we've got the Lemon Russ, the HQ, so the command tank just here. And then we've got the other 2 Lemon Russes, one just here and one on the other side. And then we've got the main artillery here, so the 2 rapiers and the quad something. Come blank with these. Anyway, in reserve, I've got 2 units of engineers. I've got my Marshal and the little buggy, as you saw at the beginning, which I always forget his name as well, but it's a very cute little vehicle.
Don't forget your Vindicator.
Oh, yes.
Vindicator.
And then hiding on top of this ruin, actually I'm going to move him so he looks forward towards approaching enemy. Up on top of that ruin, we've got the Vindicator. Now, Jamie, take us through your deployment, because there's a lot more in your deployment zone than in mine. Okay, so let's start on this side.
So the wild boys are here, the feral orcs, running up this flank towards, hopefully I can, maybe if I go first, I can pull the first in charge with the jump.
Okay.
On the Colossus. Moving a little further, we've got the Grot tanks.
Yeah, so 4 Grot tanks.
4 Grot tanks,
yeah.
Hopefully take out maybe a couple of Hellhounds before they reach me.
Making good use of this ruin because we've got guys just on top of that level and the bottom. So these are guys, these are all going to be used as ruins and obscuring on all of them. And as well this rock, because it's actually 5 inches high, so it's actually got the obscuring keyword. Well, we've decided to give it the obscuring keyword.
So yes, the looters are in the building.
Yeah.
Behind the building we've got the Big Mac with the force fields.
Okay, just here.
Next to that's the gun wagon.
Okay.
Then the Squig-Off with the tank busters inside.
Yeah, they're deployed inside. Nothing inside,
inside
the wagon. No. Okay.
The rocket truck, Squig Buggy, and the bikers pulling up this flank.
Okay, so a lot of the fast attack units flanking on this right-hand side. Got nothing in reserve, right?
No.
Okay, take us through. We've got some characters hiding away here. So, where can we see them?
So in the ranks
we've got the what's this?
The
Weirdboy, just at the back. Okay, and
that's the Pain Boy.
And the Pain Boy, yeah.
Giving it the bubble of feel no pain signals. Then the war boss is in
just there. Okay, just for people to actually see, and the banner, the Warlord on the back. Okay, so that's all the characters there, which I do have to kill because I do score points for that. Now, the all-important role, because I think it's very important for you to go first, and I think it's actually very important for me to go first. You're going to use one of the red dice?
Yeah, of course.
I'm going to use one of my yellow dice, because I like my yellow. I like yellow, it's my favourite colour. So yeah, you want to go first, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Scary,
I think I need to
Scary
go
when you're facing the Death Korps of Krieg. I also want to go first. So let's see how this goes. So Jamie, you're going to roll first. And that's a 3. Okay, can I beat a 3? What is it?
It's a 3 as well.
It's a 3. Oh, panicked there, I couldn't see it. Okay, so you roll again. Hopefully it's a... Oh, it's a 5. Can I get a 6? Yes! Oh! It's a 6! For the Emperor, the Death Korps of Krieg will start blowing up some orcs. Catch you back after the movement coming up next. Here we go, movement over now for the Death Korps of Krieg. Not a lot of movement, just the Hellhounds moving up and a couple of shuffling on the battle cannons just to get a better line of sight. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty strong. I don't know if I want to survive the shooting phase.
So onto the shooting phase we go. We're going to do some tank orders first. So what I'm going to do is the tank commander is going to go and re-roll ones on himself, re-roll ones to hit. And then I'm going to use a stratagem to actually give one more order, which costs me some CP, for the second battle cannon to have the same order. Yeah. So both of those battle cannons will actually have re-rolls of ones. Can't remember what the stratagem is called right now, but I will let you know what it's called in the next time I cut off or check for you. Now you've used the stratagem, right?
So that's played at the beginning of the movement phase. So this turn, and for 3 CP increases the range of my force field to 18 inches.
Okay, so his force field is now 18 inches? 18 inches. So it's quite big. It's probably like...
It's reaching that unit,
It's reaching this unit as well. And all the way to the pack. Wow, that's a lot. Okay, cool. How many CP was that?
That's 3. So
3 CP.
To 2,
to 2 now, yeah. Because you started with
5, yeah.
5. You do get 1 in your turn, if you're still here. Your army's still here. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to start with Vindica, who's got a really good line onto your Pain Boy, who's giving the field no pain, which I don't like. I want to just kill Orcs straight away. I don't want them to have field no pain as well. So I'm hitting on 2s. That's a hit, and I'm wounding on 2s. Okay, straight through, because what's your save?
6+.
Yeah, so he goes straight through, no invulnerable save, which I don't think you have anyway.
No, I think I have.
So D3 on this is 3, and then on a 3-up, he's dead basically, because he gets, on a 3-up he does a mortal wound, and 4-up, and I carry on until I fail this. Okay. So on a 3-up, he's actually dead. He is dead.
Do I not get my field of pains?
Yes, you actually do get your field of pains. Yeah, so first do the first 3.
The first 3, yeah.
First 3. Sorry, 6s.
6s, that's none of them.
Did you get any?
Nope.
Okay, so I didn't get that on camera. Okay, and then you've got one more.
One more.
Because I did get that.
Oh, that's a 6.
Is it a 6?
Yep.
Wow, okay, so that's a pass. So now I need a 4-up to kill him. Yes. 6-up again. Do you mind rolling here so we can see it? That's a 6 again! Okay, so I need a 5-up now to kill him.
Oh,
no! He stays alive. 2 6s. Wow! Okay, so yeah, I guess that's point. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to use a stratagem on him again. Which he can actually target a second character now.
Okay.
And shoot at that character again. So I'm going to go into the...
Weirdboy.
Yeah, I'll go into the Weirdboy.
So how many CP have you used so far?
And let's check the names of the stratagems and how many that's cost, and we'll start lowering the dice. We checked. We're back. Inspired Tactics is the one we used on the Tank Commander, and then we're using now double kill onto the Weirdboy.
So it's one CP each.
1 CP each, so down to 2. So I'll start shooting now. So into the Weirdboy now, hitting on 2s. That's a hit. Wounding on 2s. That's a wound, nearly a 1 there. And now D3, go straight through. That's 2. How many does a Weirdboy have?
It's got 4 wounds as well.
4 wounds, okay. So 6 ups.
6 ups. Oh, it's 1.
Okay, 1. And now on a 3-up, it does a mortal wound. No. Okay, so 1 wound's down on him, and he's down to 1. Can't believe he's still alive. Crazy.
Yeah, very lucky.
Crazy. Okay, so next up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start firing the... Let's do the Colossuses next. So I really want to fire a lot of the stuff into this unit. And try and take this unit fully out. It's going to be difficult, but I'm going to try my best. So Heavy Bolter is going to go into this little Squiggoth. And the Colossus itself, the Bombarder, is going to go into him. So 2d6 shots from the Bombard is 10.
10, yeah.
Okay, let me count some dice. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And now I hit on 4s. And I wound on 3s. Okay, 4 wounds.
4 wounds.
-2, so you go to your invulnerable saves.
Goes to invulnerable from the neck. That's 1.
Okay, and then D3 on these.
D3 damage.
So 3. One of them is 2.
So
that's 1 dead orc. 2.
So 2 dead orcs.
1.
Yep, 3 dead orcs.
Did I do 4 wounds or 3 wounds?
You did 4, but I made 1 invulnerable save.
Okay, cool. Perfect. So heavy bolter next. What's the toughness of the squiggle?
7.
Okay, so hitting on 4s and wounding on 5s. 1 wound at -1.
-1. It's got the 4 armor save, so regardless, it's 5+. That's a fail.
That's a fail. No feel, no pain on him.
No.
Okay, we'll put a wound marker and we'll carry on some more shooting. Okay, next up, a bit of a rinse and repeat. So we've got the big gun going from the next Colossus going into the same unit, and then the heavy bolter is in line of sight of these guys. So the heavy bolter will go down. I'm going to do the heavy bolter first. That's 2 hits and no wounds.
No wounds, wow.
And then we've got the big gun going into that unit, and that's only 5. So through 3 and 5, hitting 4s and wounding on 3s. Only 1.
Wow, so 5 up and vulnerable.
Nope. And then D3 is 3.
It's 3, so
that's probably a dead orc.
Yeah,
that's another dead orc. Okay, next I'm going to go with the battle cannons into them. So this is actually blast weapons.
Yep,
so they're getting full amounts of shots. So I'm going to do, first of all, I'm going to do the tank commander. So he's got 12 shots because he hasn't moved. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Just move them here. So he's hitting on 3, Jamie.
Yep.
He's hitting on 3s, and he's re-rolling the 1s because of his order. That's all hits. And then these are wounding on 2s. Okay, take that 2. So 2, 4, 6, 8 wounds, Jamie.
7, 8. So that's 1, 5.
1, 5, that's a pass. And then these are D3.
D3 damage.
Okay, so how many have we got there?
There's 7.
7. Okay, so we'll do 1 at a time. So first one is damage 3.
That's yep, 1 dead.
1 orc. Just 1.
So 6. Nope, 2 dead.
Just 1.
3.
3. So 4. 3 again. 5. 3 again.
6.
6. And D3 is 2. So 7 dead. Okay, heavy bolter next. So that's 7. Do you want to keep track somewhere?
Yeah, keep it track. You've got 8 kills from that.
8 kills with that. Okay, heavy bolter next. Hitting on 3s. And wounding on 3s. 2 at -3. -1, sorry.
So just the 5 and vulnerable.
Ooh, both passed. Yeah. Very good. And then we move on to the next tank. So I'll do the heavy bolter first. That's all hit. No, hitting on 4s. 2 wounds, -1. So 5 ups.
5 ups, 1.
That's a pass. Just damage 1.
Nope, so 1 more dead.
Okay, and then 12 shots again. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. There you go. Okay, let me take this tree off. So it's just easy. Hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s because of the order. Hit all these 3s. And 2 to wound. Oh, that's a lot of 1s again. So just 4. Incredible.
So 4, 5 ups. So that's 3.
Okay, 1 passes. D3 again on these. So that's 3.
Yep.
And dead orc. 2. Another dead orc. And 3.
That's 3 more dead orcs.
Okay, that's a lot of dead orcs. So how many have I killed now?
Including the 3 you've killed before, that's 12. That's 15 dead orcs.
15. Okay, yeah. Let's remove them so I have a better count of how many are remaining, and then we'll carry on with some more shooting. Okay, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go for the quad launchers. So they've got 46 shots and they are blasts. You still have 11, meaning that they do get 6 shots. No, they get a maximum, yes. Maximum, so a lot of shots. Yeah,
24
shots.
Yeah,
so we're going to do this off camera and go into them, and then I'm going to do the other quad launcher into whatever is still alive there. I have to cut off again because there's some flamers that are in range of them, and obviously the battle cannon is, but I don't want to shoot them till I know what's actually happening with the orcs. So let's go ahead and cut off again. 24 shots and then whatever the extra shots is. So see you back in a couple of seconds. You will not believe this, but I've just killed, how many have I killed?
5.
5 orcs with the 2 quad cannon, quad launchers. So I've shot 24 shots
24
twice.
shots. Yeah, you were quite unlucky to hit with your 4+.
Yeah, I actually left this roll for you guys to see at home because this was my second roll, so that was all the misses. I was wounding on 3s, which were normally going through, but on the first 10 you passed like most of the 5
I got
ups.
to make like 5 saves.
And then you also passed with some female pains. So there's still 10 orcs remaining. Crazy. I'm panicking a bit because you do have a nice strat which makes them disappear and come back again. So I'm going to have to roll with one of the flamers, which is in range, 16 inches, going into those orcs again. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to shoot the barrel cannon first, that barrel cannon into them. He hasn't moved, so 2d6. And that's 10. Good. I'd want this. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay. So I'm hitting on 4s with this one. That's a better roll, I guess. And then I'm wounding on 2s. More 1s. More 1s. So that's just 4. 5 ups.
That's
no. Okay, so let's do this quickly. So D3 on this one is 3. 1 dead. 3. 2 dead. Nearly. Just 1 there.
Nope.
That's 3. And 2.
That's 4 more dead.
So that's 4 more dead. Okay. Now I'm panicking. Okay, so next up I'm going to go with the Hellhound into that unit. So how many left now?
There's 6 left.
6 left. Okay. So I'm going to do the Flamer. He's rolled high. 5, 6, 7. Don't have to re-roll that. No, I'll stay with that because there's 6 remaining, right? Okay. So 4, 7. Wounding on 3s.
Nice.
Okay. So that's -1 on these.
There's 5 of them?
2, 4, 5.
So the 5 is the
Should we go through? Okay, the damage 1 only.
Damage 1, so the 6.
All pass, so 2, so there's 4 left right now? Okay, heavy bolter into him.
Remember the knob does have 2 wounds, so there's actually 5 wounds to go.
Okay, heavy bolter, all hits. These 2 wounds. 2 wounds.
2 wounds, some 5s. And then
6s.
Yep.
No, so how many left now?
There's 3 wounds to go through.
3 wounds to go through.
The knob and 1 guy.
Okay, there's not much more to shoot at them actually. I can actually do the 2 heavy bolters from the 2 hellhounds. And that's about it really. What do I do? Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. So let's do, only one of the flamers is in range of anything, which is this one here. So he's gonna go flamer into this and heavy bolter into them. And then the second one is just a heavy bolter into them. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the 2 heavy bolters first into them. 2, 4, 6. Okay. I need to roll really well here. Hitting on 4s. Nope.
Oh no.
Wounding on 3s. Nope, that's a fair wound. That means that unit will survive unless you will have to auto pass, which you will.
Well, I can use them or the
mob rule. True. Oh no, that was a wasted turn. 2d6 going into the shooters up there on the ruin. That's 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Hitting on 4, no, wounding on 3, sorry, this is automatically wounding. That was a miss. So 2, 4, 6 wounds.
6 wounds. I'm 6, perfect.
So,
this is AP?
This is AP -1.
So it would make me, I have 5 plus there, becomes 6 plus.
Yeah.
So I use the invulnerable 6. So the 5s.
Okay,
3
passes there, and then damage 1.
They don't have female pain, so it's 3 dice.
They don't have it because they are not in range of the... okay.
Yeah, they're not in range of
the... so yeah, that's the end of my shooting phase. Crazy to think about it. I'm just going to quickly check if this is a strat that makes me shoot again or something, just in case, because it's crazy that all my army, or basically nearly all my army, has shot into them.
Yeah, we'll have to check them well, because they will be -28, because you killed 28 of them.
Oh, yes.
And I think I have a leadership of 30, so I think I can still fail.
We'll check that as well. But the last things I'm going to do is, I'm actually think I can't draw line of sight, so I'm going to check the line of sight of the Rapers as well. So we'll do all this that we just said we're going to do, and then we'll catch you back in a second. So we've checked everything. There was a lot of things to check, and your leadership is currently 2. Even with the mob rule, 28 have still died. Your leadership is 30. Yep. So your leadership is 2. So you can fail. And the cool thing is that I said, why don't you auto pass? And he says no, because it actually costs 2 CP, 3 CP to bring them back. So you're counting for those 2 CP plus your CP from the beginning of the plan phase to actually bring them back. So you have to roll for leadership, but before that, I do have line of sight on my rapiers through the Hellhound, beside the Hellhound, through here onto the Squig off. What is it?
Squig buggy.
Squig bug. Okay, so I'm going to shoot the first one. It's hitting on 4s. It misses, and then the second one misses as well. I haven't re-rolled anything, right? No, I haven't. Okay, so I'll re-roll one of these for command points into a 1 again. And my rolling sucks.
It does, yeah. Quite unlucky. Actually, with your artillery,
it was like I shouldn't have shots. Okay, so let's do what we're going to do is the leadership now, which is really important.
So I need, if I get a 3 or more, 1, I fail.
Yes.
So let's see. Oh,
it's a pass.
So
you got a 1.
Yeah, I've been really lucky.
Wow.
Only the walking mocker with me.
Have you got the lucky stick? Is it the lucky stick?
No, that's Goffs. We don't like Goffs.
Okay. You probably have it somewhere, but you've been really lucky. Okay, so that concludes my turn. Wow, I can't believe it. I haven't killed anything. You'll see this unit pop back up to full strength. That means I haven't killed anything. I've just taken a couple of wounds off that Squigger.
Yep, 1 wound off the Squigger.
I think I should walk out.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah. Bye, Jamie. Bye. Okay, movement over now for the Orks. A bit of moving here and there, a lot of tactical precision from Jamie, as much as you can. So these guys have moved up. We've got the Grot tanks just shuffling onto this objective. It's actually pretty cool that they roll 2d6 on their movement, and that's their movement. Now, something I want to mention is that Jamie did his leadership off camera. He failed it with his looters, and 2 more actually.
3 more.
Yeah, 2 more actually left. So 1 was failed by the leadership,
of course.
and then 2 more ones were rolled. So 3 have run away. Good boy. See, they're scared. You should be scared as well. You should be scared. And then movement from the big tanks and the Squig-off moving up to the center of the table. And then again, as we mentioned, he spent his 3 CP and he has moved his Orks. What's the stratagem called again?
Unstoppable Green Tides.
Okay, so you can only use it once, right?
Once per game. And actually, I think I made a mistake. They have to be within 6 inches of the board edge. So.
Okay, we'll just shuffle them up anyway. Okay, so they've come off from this flank here, just beside supporting the bikes who are moving up towards my enemy lines. Now, this is the very, very funny and important bit. He's off the table. Mr. Doctor here is off the table. He's in the void. And that's because Jamie tried...
he tried to...
You say...
Tried to heal himself with some surgery. I rolled a 1 and he killed himself.
Yes, very okay. So after everything that I'm trying to kill him with, a Vindicator doesn't kill him. He tries to fix himself, chops his hand off, bleeds to death, and dies.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, he did his job.
He did his job. He did his job. He really did his job. Yeah, I can't believe it didn't kill that. Stop reminding me. Okay, so that's the end of the Orc movement phase. We're going to go into the psychic phase now. So you're going to do a warp path onto the Orcs, so to give them an extra attack.
Yep, warp path.
Okay.
So
what do you need?
That's a 7. Oof, I get it.
Perils as well.
Perils, because I've got +3 on the dice.
Okay.
So he takes D3.
Okay, I thought he's got 3 remaining, so I thought he's going to kill himself as well.
And now I'm going to cast a jump on them.
Okay, cool. Yep. You're going to risk it.
I'm going to risk it.
Okay, roll high. That's a 5. Reroll that. Reroll that one because it was a bit cooked.
Oh,
that's a fail as well. It's a pass as well, which is good. But will you kill him now? D3.
No.
1 again. Stop rolling like that. Okay, so he's down to 1 now. Wow, I can't believe you rolled those 1s when you really need it. Okay, so that's the end of the psychic phase. That was really funny, actually. We'll see these guys jump now towards my enemy lines.
Probably the Colossus,
yeah. Probably that one, flanking on both sides. And we'll catch you back for the shooting phase. The shooting phase. Okay, so they've actually just moved like what, 4 inches more?
Yeah, well, it's a little bit of extra movement, no?
Yeah. Okay, so we squeezed these guys in as well because they have to be holy with it.
Holy with the 6.
That's just very important. Okay, so let's go into the shooting phase. What's starting that off?
So I'll start with the looters.
Starting with the looters. Okay, so the looters just in the spoil, and they're firing into them. Okay, cool.
So D3 shots.
Okay.
They've got 2 each.
2 each. Pretty
so
cool.
6 shots.
Yeah.
Hitting on 5s.
Okay.
So, well, just 2 hits.
2 hits. Daka.
Daka with the 6. Yeah.
We roll that 1.
Roll that
1. So
with the bad wounds. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So just 2. What's the strength?
Strength 7. So
okay. 4 to wound. 1 wound. What's the minus?
-1 and damage 2.
Damage 2. Okay. So that's a pass anyway. So he's fine. Okay, we move over to the truck now?
I'll do the grot tanks.
Grot tanks, yeah. Okay, cool.
That's 5 shots.
Into the same tank?
Yeah, so I'll fire the rockets first, and then the shooters are out of range of anything else, so I'll put everything into that tank.
Perfect.
So I'll start with the rockets.
Hitting on 4s, right?
4s, yeah, because they're just 2 hits.
Just 2 hits?
They don't have... They're grot, so they don't have Daka or anything like that.
Okay.
So 2 is strength 8 now, so 3 is 2 wounds. 2 wounds.
-2, right?
-2, yeah.
Okay, so looking for 5s. 1 passes, so damage 3 on them. So yeah. I'll put a 3 to remind him, and then we'll put the proper dice on them. Oh, put 3. There you go. Okay.
And I've got 3 shooters in range. I mean, this is just small arms. That's just 1 hit. It's strength 4, so it is 1 wound. Yeah,
and it is a fail, so it does 4 wounds on him. Okay, what's next?
So then I'll put the entire gun wagon into...
Yeah, it moved less than half.
It moved less than half, so... Yeah, so my big gun can fire twice.
Okay, and how many shots is that?
It's 46 shots.
46, because you've upgraded into have 2d6?
To double, yeah, with 2d6.
Okay.
And then I can shoot twice, yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so number of shots?
It's got 11
wounds. 11 wounds, yeah.
So 7 remaining.
Yes.
So, okay, I'll start with the big shooters.
Okay.
Well, I may as well start with the one. 46 shots.
Yeah, let's start with the big gun.
Yeah.
Okay, so
6,
that's
7,
12.
14, no?
14, yes, sir.
Let me get some dice.
Okay, let's quickly count some dice. Strength 8 on these, -2. It's the same stats as a battle cannon, right?
Basically, yeah, same stats as a rocket, really.
Okay, yeah. But no, is it damage 3? Or D3?
Damage D6, I think.
Is it D6?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We'll check anyway. Let's see if it wounds. I won't do that.
So 14. So rolling to hit.
Okay.
Hitting on 5s. And re-rolling the 1s because they're bad wounds.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Pretty good. So, and that's 2 extra shots with Daka.
Okay.
Oh, excellent.
So 5
that's 5 shots, 5 hits, yeah. And I am strength 8, so wound on 3s. Oh, just 2 wounds.
-2, right?
-2. Let me just check if that.
Okay. Both are passed anyway, but check that anyway, because it's good to check, because you probably will be firing 8 more.
Kill cannon. No, damage 2.
Damage 2?
Damage 2, yeah.
Okay, so it's completely different to a battle cannon as well. Okay, they've gone, they're passed anyway on 5 or 6, because it is -2. So you've got the big shooters now.
Shooters, yeah.
Okay, counting some dice, a lot of dice. Always a lot of dice.
So 12 shots.
Yep.
All big shots.
Rerolling 1s.
Is there anyone? No.
Yeah, there is a 1 there.
1.
And 2 Daka.
No.
Okay, so that's 5 hits for now.
5 hits, so strength 5. I need 5.
Yes, sir.
So
okay,
that's 3.
That's 3.
There's no
that's
AP,
bad.
1 damage.
3 ups. No, 2 go through, so he's down to 7 wounds now,
6.
right? No, he's taken 6, so we're down to 5.
To 5, yeah.
Down to 5. Okay,
so,
what's next? Do you know what you shoot? You want to have a think about?
The tank busters into this fresh one.
Into the fresh one, okay, so all the tank busters, there's 10 inside?
10 inside, yeah.
So 2 shots each? Or
no, 1 shot each.
1 shot each, okay.
But they are re-rolling to hits.
Yeah.
Because it's a tank.
Cool. Okay.
10 shots.
Yeah. Do they reroll fully?
Reroll fully, yeah, because it's firing against the
So
vehicle.
1 hit for now.
Oh dear.
It's a Daka, so you can roll 1 more dice after that.
Exactly, yeah. Okay, that's a bit
Cool, couple more.
Yeah.
That's pretty good actually. So that's 4 more for Daka.
So 4 more shots. These are also re-rolling.
Okay, we roll 2 wounds, right?
No, these are re-rolling the hits.
Ah, okay, because of the Daka.
Because of the tank hunters.
Yeah, but you can do it with Daka.
Yeah, it just counts as an extra shot.
And that's strength 8.
Strength 8. So
okay.
3 is it? So that's that. AP -2, damage 3.
So 5 ups. +1. How many wounds is it?
3.
3, 6, 9. He does die. Does he explode? No, 4 up. No, he doesn't. Okay, we'll catch you back for more shooting coming up next. Next up, we've got the Squig Buggy firing into the Colossus Bombard.
Yep.
Let's see how that does.
So I'll start with the heavy Squig launcher firing a bitey Squig.
Okay.
It's fired by Grot, so it's on 4s. It's 1 hit.
And it's does he get the Daka?
It does, yes. It's true, yeah. It's an extra shot, I forgot. Thank you for reminding me. No, just 1 more. So 1 shot, it's strength 5, wounding on 5s. Nope.
No,
now
it's a 1.
The normal Squig launcher hitting on... Nope, miss.
Yeah, that one hits on 5s, right?
That hits on 5s, that's
okay.
5 men on.
So what we're going to do now is we're going to fire the bikes into the battle cannon, and then we're going to go with the sluggers from this one and from this one. See if it does any wounds, and if there's any, we'll come back with some wound rolls. Okay, so from all those shots, there's just 2 that's gone through onto the Colossus Bombard. The bikes didn't manage to damage the Lemon Russ, and that big squad didn't go through the toughness 8 of the Colossus. Okay, so 2 3-ups. 1 wound does go through on the Colossus. On 2 charges we go, which is very important now. Can the Orks get into combat turn 1? We will see. Let's start off on this side. So I won't do Overwatch because just because it's not worth it. There's too many boys to actually get through. So yeah, you can have it. So you do need an 8 here, right? No, 9. 9,
yeah. Nope.
Nope.
Here we go.
Okay, both dice.
Both dice.
That's a 12. So they're in on this side. Okay, and then you were going to charge with the truck, right?
Try the battle wagon into
and
this.
You needed an 8. That's where we needed the 8.
No, that doesn't have here we go. So
okay, we can't reroll that unless and you haven't got any CP to reroll anyway. And then we need a 9 on this side.
So 6. I'll do. Here we go. Do you think it's worth just rerolling the 2?
You know, I think
no, because I need a 5. Both. Oh, it's an 8.
And an 8, so they don't make it, but one of the big squads do, which is very important. So we'll move them in, and we'll catch you back for the fight phase. The fight phase has started. The Orks have started to chop at the big metal bombard. So you did pile in, and you've actually piled in into the Lemon Russ now. So he's actually in combat now, which isn't a nice thing, because his weapon is blast, meaning I can't fire at you in combat, which is pretty sad. So we did the attacks off camera because there was 90 attacks going into the bombard. 10 wounds have gone through, and 2 from the claw from the knob, which is just there, have gone through. So I've got them prepared here. So these are the 10 wounds going through. Only 1 wound has gone through that, and then 2 went through from the claw, right? -3 on these, so 6s. 1 passed. D3 damage on that. 2. So a total of 3 wounds removed from the Colossus, so he's down to 9 wounds now remaining. I will attack back with both of them. So Colossus first hitting on 3s. Let's hit it on 6s, sorry. It's 3 attacks. No attacks there, no hits there. And then I'll do the Lemon Rush as well. No attacks there. So that concludes the charge and the fight phase. We're going to mention anything?
This is your commander?
Yes, I'm still hitting on 6s anyway.
Can you still issue orders and stuff?
I can still issue orders, yeah, that's fine, but I will need to fall back from there. Now, you are within 3 inches of this one.
That's true,
but Lemon Rusters actually get objectives secured in Spearhead. So, and I'm actually within 3 inches of him as well, but you've also got 2 there, so it's a tie. So I won't be scoring that one in the primary, but I will be scoring 5 points for that one over there. So we'll score up points, and onto my turn to go. We'll catch you back in a second. Movement over, my turn to movement over. So Bombard has fallen back, same as the Lemon Rust commander. And then everything's stayed put really, except for the Hellhounds around here, who have moved up towards the Grod tanks and these. Is it 3? 3 remaining? Yeah, 3 looters remaining there to take those out. I haven't brought in my reserves because I want to bring them in turn 3, hopefully. So straight onto the shooting phase we can go. I'm going to start off with the Vindica, firing into the knob here, which you can see and get line of sight, even with the obscuring rule. So he's hitting on 2s. That's a 1. I'm going to re-roll this because I do get a free command point this turn. That's a hit. 2's to wound. That's a wound. Go straight through. How many wounds does he have?
4.
4. Okay, so D3 damage is 3.
2. Yeah.
Is 2, sorry. And then on a 3-up, he does a mortal wound. And on a 4-up, he dies. He dies, sir.
Yep.
Does he get feel no pain or anything? No, not because he's dead.
Yeah.
And I'm down to 3. Okay, so he's dead. That gives me 3 extra points for assassinate, taking me up to 6. Okay, next up, I'm gonna go with I'm gonna start off with that level rush battle tank, and he's gonna go into these orc boys there. So 12 shots because he hasn't moved.
Are you doing any orders?
Yeah, he'll actually do the reroll once onto him. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So I'm hitting on 4s and I'm rerolling 1s. Wow, can it be a full house? Nearly a full house. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 11. Wow. Wounding on 2s. Okay, that's really good. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 orcs.
Just dead.
Dead. Yep. Yeah. Heavy bolter is 2 hits. 2 wounds, so 2 at -1. They have a
6 plus 6.
6 plus, so 2 more dead, yeah. Jamie. That's much better than 10-1 already.
Yeah, when they don't have the auras, they become...
Yeah. Okay, next up, I'm going to start with these 2. How many wounds do these guys have?
They've got 4 each, toughness 5.
Toughness 5. And a 6 plus invulnerable. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to start going into them. So first one is going to go into them. I'm going to do the heavy bolter first, hitting on 4s. And strength 5, you said. Toughness 5, right?
Toughness 5.
So 4s, no wounds. And then 2d6 shots from the flamer is 7. So 6, 7, strength 6. So 3's to wound. Take off these. So that's 4 at -1.
4 at -1. I'm just going to check because they might have
a save, right?
A 4 plus armor save, in which case
I think they do.
Got tanks, 4 plus armor save, yeah.
Okay. So 5 ups then, you can roll these if you want.
4 5 ups. So that's 2.
That's 2 plus, so 1's on 2 wounds remaining.
Yep.
And then I'll rinse and repeat with the next one into them. Heavy bolter. 2 hits. No wounds, and then 2d6 shots is only 4. I'll reroll this.
You've already used the CP with the
yes, I can't. So that was 4. 3's to wounds, that's 4 more.
4
so 5 ups.
Nope, that's 4 more ones go through.
So he's dead.
So I'll take away this.
Does he blow up?
No, they don't blow up.
They don't blow up.
Okay. He's got through.
Okay, so
that's annoying because that's my commander and I want to keep this objective. So.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you've had to take him off.
Yeah.
Okay, what shall I do next? I'll do the rapiers next. First one's gonna go into the truck.
Yep.
So let's see if they hit this time. Hitting on 4s. That's a hit. Strength 12, so wounding on 3s. Nope, fails to wound. And then the next one, hitting on 4s. No, fails to hit as well.
Wow.
This is what normally happens with them.
Well, I remember the last game we played.
It's nothing to them. Okay, so everything's shot on that side except for the quad launcher.
The quad gun, yeah.
Quad gun.
Yeah.
We'll do that battle cannon then. I'll go into tanks. I'll go into these tanks. So he hasn't moved. So 2d6 shots.
The battle cannon is what? 48 range?
70 something.
Oh, wow.
72.
God.
Only 5 shots. Hitting on 4s. That's 2 hits. No wounds. And then the heavy bolter. Can you check if the heavy bolter is in range? Because it wasn't in range before into your orc. So
into them.
Yeah. So
yeah,
yes,
36,
he's in range this time. Okay. So heavy bolter is 2 hits. No wounds. Was it in 4s?
Yep.
Okay. Let's move over to this Colossus now, and he's going to fire into the orcs, into your orcs as well, just in case, just to try and finish them off. So 2d6, and the heavy bolter will go into the closer orcs. Yeah. So 1 hit from the heavy bolter, and no wounds. That's a 1, and then 2d6 into these orcs here is 6, 4, 5, 6. Strength 6, so 3 is 2 wounds. That's 3 dead orcs.
3 more, okay.
And I think that's about it. I think everything's shot except for the quad gun. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do that off camera. I will roll. Is there still 11 left?
Yeah, there's more. You've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15. There's 15 left. 15
left. So I do get 24 shots onto them again. We'll do that off camera and we'll catch you back for any wound rolls because you would have a 6-up save. Smile, Jamie. How long wounded you so much? How many wounds have they gone through?
13, and there's 15 left.
No, how many wounds have gone through?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 only actually.
9
yeah,
have gone through.
Yeah, it was 13 shots that you had with the second one.
Yes, so let's see how it goes. 6 up. Okay, so 8 dead. Okay, how many left there?
So 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 left.
Still a lot there.
There's only 7.
You do have to do a leadership now because that finishes off my turn. I won't be charging into anything because that would be silly. So your leadership is you automatically fail, right?
Well, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Unless I roll a 1.
Unless you roll a 1, yes. Which is no. So one's removed,
flees,
yeah,
but
and then 1s and 2s now.
I've got keeping order with the knob. So on a 6+ he doesn't flee. He does.
Okay. So he flees.
And now on a 1, don't they? They all flee. Or 1 and 2.
1s and 2s because you're on half the strength.
6, 3. So 6 dice.
Okay.
That's 2 more.
1, 2 more.
Flee,
yeah.
And on a 6 they stay with keeping order. No. Flee.
Okay. So much better leadership now for the orcs than before because before they would have just run away.
Yeah.
Much better. Okay. So yeah, that's my turn. Not very good. At least I got 3 points for killing these guys, and I do get engage all fronts now because of this hellhound there. So on to the orcs, and here we go.
Yep.
Catch you back in a second. Turn 2 now for the orcs. A lot of movement, more movement than on turn 2 now. So they have just pressured onto the Colossus now, moving the 6 inches, is it?
5 inches.
5 inches, yep. Okay. The bikes have moved up towards that Lemon Russ. He'd stayed put because he does want to capture this objective. He's moved under his half movement, so he can fire twice. And then the Squiggoff now in the center of the table. Good position for him to be because he's got line of sight on a lot of key units. Plus, if he needs to charge, he can charge. Yeah. They've stayed put because they do want to capture the objective. And then we've got the Warboss here advancing up onto my Warlord, whilst the remaining boys and the Knob move up, pressuring onto the next Lemon Russ. So yeah, that's the end of Jamie's movement. Something I want to point out, I said about engage all fronts on my behalf. I didn't go for engage all fronts at the end. It was line breaking I went through. So ignore me. Sorry for being silly. Sorry, guys, I'm very silly. Okay, so let's go on to the cyclic phase. Will you have one?
Yes, he's still alive.
He's still alive, yeah. I mean, maybe you don't want to Perils.
Well, I won't be getting any pluses on the dice this time.
Okay.
So I think I will smite this.
Smite, yeah, perfect.
And they'll jump, and we're going to drop anything. I'll put Warpath on the Warboss, so he gets
okay,
+1.
yeah, perfect.
So, smite. Yep. Oh,
super smite. D6 wounds on there.
D6 wounds.
It's just 2. Okay, so he's down to 10 wounds remaining. And then Warpath on the Warboss. Yes, wow, he's really, really good. Yep. He's full of psychic energy.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
Okay, so that's the movement over. You've seen the cycling phase. Onto the shooting phase we go. Starting the shooting phase, we've got the Grot tanks firing into the wounded Hellhound already. Let's see how that goes. Rockets first?
Rockets first.
Okay.
Hitting on foes.
Okay, 2 hits. Duck attack on. No, they don't get it, right?
Yep.
Okay, so 3 to wound.
3 to wound. Just 1 wound.
Just 1 wound. -2.
-2.
So 5 up. Nope. Damage 3.
Damage 3.
Down to 2 wounds only, Jamie. So 2 wounds remaining there.
Now put their shooters in.
Yep.
So that's 3 hits.
Okay.
Strength 4, so 5.
2 wounds. That's all you need.
Yep. Just no AP.
Yep. 1 wound remaining on him.
Okay.
So just put him down to this last one.
So now I'll put the looters in. D3 shots.
Okay, looters going in.
2 shots each. So that's 6 shots.
There is a stratagem to fire the looters twice, right?
It's the Bad Moon stratagem. I think it's called showing off. It's any units. Yeah,
okay.
But I think it's 2 CP. I don't really play Bad Moons that often.
Okay.
I think it's 2 CP.
And you can fire again, right?
Select unit to fire again. Yeah.
Okay.
So I could do it with my tank buses, for example. So.
Okay, DKoK on them.
3, yeah, that's good. Wow, really
wow,
good.
a lot of 6s. Strength?
So, strength 7, so
okay,
4.
the wound.
So,
just
this one, it is
sadly.
AP -1
Okay.
and damage 2.
Yeah, so he's dead. Does he explode? 4 up? No, it's a 1, doesn't explode. I'll remove him from the battlefield and we'll carry on for more shooting. Next up, we've got the 2 bigger units now in Jamie's army. So first of all, we're going to start with the tank hunters, going into this hellhound, the last of the 3 now remaining. So 10 shots?
10 shots.
Okay.
So re-rolling 1s for Bad Moon. Oh, sorry, they're tank bosses anyway. They re-roll
They
anyway.
re-roll everything. Yeah.
They re-roll everything. That's a very good roll, yeah.
Good roll.
So
1 more 6. There's 3 6s.
There's 3 6s, yeah. That was the re-roll anyway. And now we'll do the extra shots.
Okay.
Yep. So
very good.
Re-rolling. Wow. 10 hits.
Full house.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I mean, I've shot with the tank bosses sometimes with more DAC, and I've ended up with like rolling 10 dice and getting 15 hits or something. They're so good.
That's good. Strength 8, so okay, and you don't reroll those, right?
No.
So that's 4, 5, 6 wounds, and these are -2.
-2 damage.
So 5 ups. No, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I will reroll one of these for command points. That's a fail anyway, so he's dead. Does he blow up? Yes, he does. So D3 mortal wounds on this truck.
Yep.
Is 1.
1.
I'll remove the hellhound and we'll carry on shooting. Gun wagon next, firing into this lemon rust here. He does get line of sight, and you can put a 1mm line through to the back of the lemon rust, meaning he won't get a -1 for passing through the dense cover of the trees. Okay, so here we go. Are we going for the shooters first or the big guns?
So I'll start with the boomers going to there, and then the big shooters are going into the.
Okay,
rapiers,
into one of the rapiers.
One of the rapiers. Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay. So the boomer is firing 10.
13,
13, 14, 15 shots. That's 5.
Okay, so 15 shots. It's strength 8 and damage 2, right?
Strength 8, damage 2, yeah.
Check the damage. So hitting on 5s.
5s, re-rolling the 1s because of bad moons.
Yep. Okay, more misses, but you do get a DKoK on one of them.
Just 3 hits with 1 DKoK. Oh, re-rolling the 1 with bad moons. 2.
Okay.
So he's got it.
So that's 4 hits.
4 hits.
Wounding on 4 is my attachment is 4.
That's just 1
1, -2. Goes through, damage 2 on him, taking him to 10 of 1. So I'll just pass you these 2 so you can put on 2. And then we've got some big shooters going into the artillery.
Yep.
What strength is it? 5?
So strength 5, yeah.
Okay.
So 12 shots.
12 shots.
10, 11, 12. Right, re-rolling the 1s because of bad moons. And now DKoK.
Okay.
So there's 4. Yep. So and your toughness is?
Toughness is 5. So you're looking for 4 folks. 2 wounds.
So 3.
3 wounds.
Yep.
Okay. No minus or anything, right?
Nope.
So 3 ups. They're fine. Pass them all. Anything else to shoot?
Just small arms now. I'll put the squid bug into here quickly.
Yeah, let's do that, and then we'll do off camera. We'll do all the sluggers and the bikes as well.
So first the heavy
into the bombard, right?
Into the bombard, yeah. Okay. It's the bitey squig. It's the heavy one. 2 hits.
Yes, yeah.
It's strength 5, so I need 5
to wound. Yes.
Just 1 wound.
Minus?
-3.
Wow. So 6s. Nope. Goes through damage.
Goes through damage. I think it's D3, but I'll check.
Okay, we'll check. Yep. Carry on shooting. Shoot the other.
So the normal one hits.
That's a hit, yeah.
Needing 5s. No.
No. Okay.
So we'll check damage.
So what we'll do, we'll check the damage it does onto the Colossus, and then we'll fire off camera the bikes which are behind this ruin here.
Yep.
And then we'll fire all the sluggers in range and catch you back for any wound rolls. Okay, first of all, we checked the mighty squigs. Bitey.
Yeah.
Okay, and it does damage too, so we've already incorporated into the wounds on the dice. And then we have 7 wounds for a combination of sluggers and the bikes shooting at it. So here we go, 3 ups. Oh, that's not very good. So 4 more wounds, Jamie, to add to those
dice.
So it's got actually 6 left.
6 left. Cool. Perfect. So now we go on to the charge phase.
Yep.
What's charge?
So I'll put these boys into here, these bikes into there.
Yep.
The war boss into this lemon rust, these boys into this lemon rust.
A lot of charge.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start off with them.
Yeah, I've got a dice stuck in here. We'll
get it later. Yep. Later on.
So they're charging in.
Yep. So they're definitely in. Then the bike's going in. And shall I do... Yeah, I'm going to Overwatch with them.
Yep.
So I'm going to use 1 CP and Overwatch with them. So 1d6 is 3. 1 hit, only 1 hit. 3 is to wounds. That's a wound, -2.
So I have 4+ on the bikes.
Okay.
So that's a 6+ 8. Wow.
And it's a 6 again. Don't stop it.
Very lucky, yeah.
Stop it.
Gork is with me.
Okay. So charge in there now.
Yep. Charging, and the distance is.
I do have to do my heavy bolter before I forget. And people scream at me. Oh, it's a fail. So they're in as well.
Yep. So
okay,
the war boss.
Let me move round all the way onto here. Okay.
So the war boss is going in there.
Yep. Into my warlord. That's a 4. You did need a 4. I measured that for you.
Yeah.
Yep. So he's in.
No need to go with it.
Is he going to go in?
I may as well. Yeah.
Okay. Need a 5 with him.
Yeah,
he's definitely in. And then these boys are going into.
In fact, I'll multi-charge.
Okay.
Oh, can I multi-charge these two?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, to tie them up. So I'll do that.
Yep, they're both in.
Yeah.
Cool. So everybody has made that charge. We'll move everybody in, and we'll catch you back for the fight phase. Into the fight phase we go. What we're going to do is we're going to do some of the smaller combats with not a lot of dice, and then we're going to leave that one to do off camera because there's a lot of attacks coming in from there. So okay, let's start off with this unit, for example.
So the least eventful fight is probably going to be these boys into the bombers.
Okay.
So 9 attacks between them.
Hitting on 3s.
And wounding on 6s, I think, no?
Yep, wounding on 6s because my toughness is 8.
8, yeah.
Okay, so 1 wound. I'll roll it now. That's a fail, so he's down to 8 wounds. Okay, then we've got the power claw from the knob.
So that's 3 attacks.
Yes, sir.
Hitting on 4+, because the power claw lowers the ballistic skill. Just
hit.
1 hit. It's strength 8, so
4's 2 wounds. No wounds. We've got the war boss now.
Yeah, so he should be pretty decent.
Okay.
So he's got 4 attacks normally, +1 for the biggest boss, and I put Warpath on him, so that's an extra attack.
6 attacks.
6 attacks.
Hitting on 2s?
On 2s, re-rolling.
Does he doesn't have a -1 to hit?
No, because he's got the killer claw.
Ah, yeah, true.
And I re-roll to hit with my Warlord traits.
Okay.
So that's 6 hits. And now wounding, I'm actually he's strength 6 times 2 with the claw.
Yeah, 12. So wounding on 3. Okay, that's pretty good. Minus?
-3, and it's damage 4 with his Warlord traits.
So 6 is here. No, sorry, 5's here because my anyway, I failed 4 because my armor save is 2 up.
It's 2 up.
So yeah. 4 go through, 4, 8, 12, 16. He's definitely dead. That's Slay the Warlord, but sadly you don't get secondaries. But it's cool to actually mention. Does he explode? No, it doesn't. So he's dead. He can now move an extra 6 inches if he wants, because he's still having 4, so you can pile in.
Oh, of course,
let's go on to the bikes next.
Yep. So the bikes again, not very eventful, just 9 attacks.
Yeah, just trying to stop them from shooting next turn, basically.
So those are the hits. So 6 is to wound, So no wounds.
No.
So
okay, what's strength?
That's strength 4, they just got sluggish.
Cool. Okay, so we'll leave now. We'll cut off to all the probably 90, 100 attacks from them. Not so much because you haven't got Warpath.
No, I don't. So it's 4
and we'll catch you back for any wound rolls. Final combat has been finished. 12 wounds, right? 12 wounds onto a Colossus. So there is a possibility you can actually blow it up. Let's see if you can. Yes, you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Incredible. Look at the rolling. Carry on rolling badly. So he actually dies. Does he blow up? Actually, I will. I'm actually going to keep him alive, try and keep him alive, and reroll one of these into a 1.
That was your last CP as well.
Thanks for reminding me.
Yep,
does he blow up? No, he doesn't. Okay, so we'll remove that, and that finishes off your turn, right?
I have attacked back with all my tanks and actually haven't been able to actually do any wounds. So on to turn 3 we go. Catch you back in a second. The reserves have arrived beginning of turn 3. So I've moved in now from this table edge 6 inches in, and I think I believe there was 15 or 16 guys in range of him, so they'll be ready to shoot their shotguns into the squig buggy, and then not a lot to actually do. I've fallen back with a lot of the units that have been in combat. It's not looking good for the Krieg. You are ahead in points as well, and I haven't scored any primary at all, so I do need to hit as hard as possible, try and kill a couple of characters to get assassinated and start scoring Linebreaker, which I will.
At least you've got the artillery free.
Yes, at least I've got that. So fall back with that Lemras, fall back with this Lemras, and falling back with this Colossus. Straight onto the shooting. I have the shotgun shots prepared here. They'll go into the squig buggy, hitting on 4. Yes, I will do orders. So for my orders, I'll bring it down on both of them. So I will be re-rolling 1s to wound for them. So yeah, the Marshal has been able to actually do it to his orders after in the beginning of the shooting phase, which is now. So I'm just going to check they're hitting on 4s and no, they're hitting on 3s actually, because they're engineers. So remove the 2s and the 1s. 2s, and that looks about it. So Jamie, I will be needing your help here to get some light into my little hands. Okay, and now I'm looking for 5s and I reroll 1s. So let's do these rerolls first. Okay, and then let's pick out the 5s and the 6s. So these, and I have another ammunition that is damage 2. But I'm wounding on 6s instead of 5s, and I'm also dying on 1, so it wasn't worth it. So these are just no minus on these.
So they got 4 and 5,
yes. How many wounds is that?
3, 4, 5 wounds.
How many wounds do they have?
9 wounds.
9, okay, so 5, 6, 4 left. Okay, pistol, hotshot Laspistol is out of range, and now I've got the 3 stubbers. So let me check what he hits on. So this is at the bottom of the list, so I'll quickly scroll down. Sorry about this, guys. Where is it? Okay, light assault carrier. So he's hitting on 4s. Okay, so that's pretty decent. And then the strength is 4. So no wounds. Okay, I've taken over what's coming from reserve. They can't shoot. I'll go with the Vindicar next. He's going to go and try and finish off the, what do you call it? The Weirdboy. He's on 1 wound, so it should be quite easy. Hitting on 2s, obviously get a 1. I'll reroll that with my free point for this turn.
Yep, that is your last CP.
Yep, so he hits, and now he wounds on 2s. It's a wound, goes straight through, so he's dead. So I won't be able to actually shoot again with the stratagem for 1 CP, which I did want to do because I wanted to shoot into the war boss. But that's 3 CP. That's 3 points for me. Sorry, not CP. That's 3 points. Don't be sad. It's going well for you. Okay, next up we're going to do the rapiers into the shooter. What's it called? Wagon?
The gun wagon.
Gun wagon. Shooter wagon. Nearly there.
Gun wagon, yeah.
Nearly there. Okay, let's see if they hit. Let's see if they do any damage.
Every time.
Yeah, so first one hits, wounding on 3s. Is a wound! Yay! Do you have an invulnerable save?
Range of the...
Yeah, because you have to be wholly within, right?
9, yeah.
Okay, so just check and measure there quickly.
Nope, I was stupid and I moved it too far forward.
Okay, cool. So these are -4, Jamie, so go straight through.
Go straight through.
And on the roll of a... Let's do this first. So on the roll of a... Let me check here, where is it? Yeah, on the roll of a 3 to 5, I get an extra d6 on this. No, obviously I get a 2. So it's only 1 d6 damage is 4 for now.
Damage is 4.
And then I'll do the next one. Might as well do the next one. It's a fail. Yay me! Okay, so next I'm going to do the thud guns, and they're going to go into all these boys here. I actually don't know. I think I'm actually going to go for your war boss, because I can target him, and that means that I would score another 3 points for assassinate. So yeah, I'm going to go into him. So
Wood one, he has a 4+ in vulnerable save.
Yeah. Anyway, I have no AP on the third gun, so I keep calling them third guns. They're not third guns, are they? They are quad launchers. Okay. So first one, number of shots is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Hitting on 4s. And wounding on 4s because your toughness is 5, correct? Okay, so for now, Jamie, do you want to roll those for now?
Yep.
So you have a 4 up.
4 up, and that's it.
Oh my
god!
Wow. Okay, and then I see how it is. I see how it is.
Put the other one at the bottom.
Yeah, I'll try and finish these boys. Yeah, good idea. So 4 shots into them. 4d6 shots. So that's 12, 14, 16. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, I would have gone into him again if I would have done in some wounds, but I haven't done it. So do you want to put that one in? Hitting on 4s. Okay, and wounding on 3s. Okay, so there you go. 6 ups. There's what? 5 wounds to go through there.
5 wounds. Yeah.
That's the squad wiped out. Okay, I won't score anything for that because it's nothing to do with any of my secondaries. I've killed 1 unit for grind them down.
Yep.
I think that's the only unit.
2 units.
Oh yes, I've killed 2 characters, so that's pretty good. And yeah, that's the end of my turn, Jamie, and nothing more I can do, sadly.
I don't know how you're going to take this.
Sorry?
I don't know how you're going to take this.
No, it's very difficult for me, but let's see how... Let's score your points now. See how your turn goes, and then we'll have a chat at the end of that turn. See if it's worth going carrying on. And
makes sense.
Okay, I did get 4 points for
Linebreaker.
Yeah, so we'll add that in and see how it goes. Here we go, turn 3 now for the Orks. Not looking good for the Death Korps of Krieg, but we should not falter. We should carry on till the last one drops. Maybe. Okay, so we've got the Grot tanks moving now and securing this objective. Now that Jamie knows that my reserves are coming from this side, he's not worried, so he's moved up slightly to this flank. We've got the truck reversing now and moving towards them. We've got the squig buggy also doing the same, and he has, what's this called?
It's called a squig mine.
Squig mine. So Jamie left the squig mine at home, so we've put the tabletop tactics objective, so marked for death objective, which suits it pretty well. So if I get close, basically blows up. And then we've got just more adding pressure to my line. So Orks moving up towards the Lim Rus now. We've got the squig off moving up towards my lines as well, and the bikes applying pressure. And then on this side, we'll move all the way here. We've got the war boss now trying to take down his second tank. Let's go straight onto no second phase.
No second phase, he's dead. I'm just going
56-18 the score, by the way. So it's not looking good at well. So as soon as something else dies, probably, maybe I call it. We'll see how it goes. Let's start with the shooting.
I mean, I probably don't need to, but I'm going to repair the tank with the big mech.
Okay, perfect.
G3, so it repairs 2.
Okay, we'll add that to them. Okay, so what's going to start that off?
I'll start with the tank busters firing into the flame.
Yes, let's go ahead and do that. So 10 shots again. Hopefully you don't roll as fast as you did last time.
No.
Because that was pretty impressive. Hitting on 5.
Yeah.
Okay, a lot of 6s, which is good.
And tank counter, so I'm
re-rolling everything anyway.
Whoa!
Man, these guys have been the best unit on the table for sure. Okay.
8 extra shots.
And let's see if we get some more.
So again, re-rolling.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So
but still, that's a lot. How many is that?
So
because you started with 10.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13 shots.
So
from
3
10.
extra hits. Okay, and now you're wounding on 4s. Okay, so that's a miss. There's 2 more misses here.
Yeah.
How many is that?
That's 5.
Do you want to re-roll any of those? Because you do have 2 CP.
Well, yeah, I may as well.
You do have 2 CP, yeah? So
that's another one.
That's another one. Okay, and you're down to 1.
Yeah.
So -2. So 5 ups. And these are damage 3, right?
Damage flat.
So 3, 6, 9, 12. Dead without any wounds, even though he was wounded already. Does he blow up? No, he doesn't. So that Lim Rus is removed. Bye bye, Lim Rus. Into the void you go. So we'll put him here in the voids. Any more shooting?
I'll put that into your...
Okay, so let's do something, because there's a lot of shots to do. So let's put all the shots from them into their off-camera. We'll do the bikes off-camera as well into there.
Yep.
And then we'll catch you back if there's any one blows, because I think it's much easier, because there's a lot of shots coming from the looters. All this is shooting with the big shooters and the small guns, and then he's probably going to shoot as well. So we'll do that all that off camera, and we'll catch you back in a second. Okay, so everything shot from here, quite impressive as well. There was a lot of hits and a lot of wounds. I did have some nice saves, but still a lot of guys died. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 guys died from this unit. Sorry, it was 8 guys actually, and then 1 more on this side. So 8 guys died from this unit, and then 4 from this unit. So quite impressive shooting from the Orks again. I won't have any leadership to do because I don't suffer from morale from only shooting, which is pretty cool for 40k army.
Yep.
And then the bikes shot into the artillery and managed to take...
With the help of a few pistols.
Managed to take 2 wounds off, so he's down to 1 wound remaining. And now he failed to wound.
Yep.
And now we're going to do some charges to finish off not only the turn, but I think
probably the game.
I do want to see him in combat one more time, so let's just do him. So let's charge him in.
So
I haven't got any command points for Overwatch.
Go in.
So he's nearly in, and then the bikes we can just leave, because I'll tell you the truth. I'm going to call it straight after this. I just wanted to finish on a nice bang there.
Yep.
So let's do the war boss first. So 5 attacks, right?
5 attacks.
4 plus 1 for charging.
Yep. No, it's he's got 5.
Just 5 standard.
He's got 4 standard, and he has biggest boss, which is 1 more attack.
Okay, that's what.
Yeah. So 2 plus. Yep.
And then
strength 12.
3 to 1.
3 to 1.
So you can reroll 1 with the games you're about to finish. Can you reroll all of them?
Yeah, with the killer clause especially.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
Okay, so minus 3 on these.
Yep. He might actually be strength 14, I think to check.
Still, my toughness is 8, so you won't still want to increase.
Yeah.
Okay, so scissors. No, that's another dead limb Ras. He's taken 2 out. I just wanted to, for you guys at home to actually see this happening. Does he blow up? No. And probably he would carry on and probably kill this, which is really cool. So there you have it. I'm just going to call the game fist bump, because there's no point in carrying on. The score is 56 to 18 before this turn even started. Crazy game. Catch you back for the end of game conclusion coming up in a second. And there you have it. This is exactly what happens, ladies and gentlemen, when you attack an orc village and you're not supposed to attack that orc village because you're not prepared enough. And a little spice of unlucky rolls as well.
Unlucky rolls for me.
Yeah. So, game-wise, when I got first turn, when I rolled that dice and got first turn, I've said, like, this is going to hurt. Like, this is going to hurt you. This is going to hurt you. This is going to hurt the orcs. But such a bad turn. I failed to wipe off that unit that came back, so my first turn was like negated. I really
think that's what decided it.
Yeah,
they let me get both flanks.
Exactly, didn't exist at all. Yeah. It's crazy that the 2 mortal wounds that went through to nearly kill off the the doctor,
the
pain boy. Yeah. You've saved both of them. That was big, because that meant that the orcs survived, because you did roll some cheeky 6s.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was such a bad start. And then I said, look, I know I've got a lot of firepower. I still can hit back hard in turn 2, but that never came.
No.
And you just pressured me. The small build helps a lot for that kind of play.
Yeah.
And you just started scoring, and it was, by the time it was going on to turn 3, it was too late.
Yeah.
Uphill struggle from the start from me. And yeah, I really enjoyed it anyway. I love your Orks. Your Orks are beautiful, and it was cool to actually play Death Korps of Krieg. You don't have to say the P. The P doesn't exist.
No,
Death Korps of Krieg.
Yep.
So it was a challenge. And yeah, what do you think? What did you enjoy it? Would you have played it differently?
I don't think so. I think you not finishing off that unit was what decided it for me, really. I mean, my Orks were fast anyway. The Wild Boys, they're pretty fast. But I didn't even need them to be Wild Boys at that point, because I managed to jump both of them basically.
So you were flanking on either side, yeah. That actually I think that decided the game, not killing that unit, because your firepower, look, you've got your firepower, you have been rolling really hot, especially with the tank busters.
Definitely.
But it's not something that you're scared of.
Like, you don't have smasher guns and stuff like that. We really are really scary. So it was more of removing those boys from play, so I don't get screened in and get tagged, and that's what's actually happened. You tagged all my tanks. They weren't shooting for 2 turns, and that hurt me a lot. So yeah, I think that was a pinnacle point in the game, just not killing that unit off.
I was also a bit worried that I ran out of CP and my tank buses weren't going to do much. I wouldn't be able to like jump them out of the square before with an extra round of shooting.
You haven't even needed that. They've been shooting so well.
Really good.
So yeah, I think they played that well anyway. I think it's just like some bad rolls were not needed, not killing that unit from the start, and just learning curve. Like I wanted to do a list where it was all tanks, but you do need some infantry just to be scoring points here and there.
I was worried I wouldn't be able to kill the tanks.
And I think leaving the engineers with the Marshal out and coming in from reserve for line breaker was a great idea, because I knew you were going to move forward. So I waited for those 2 corners on your table quarters to actually be empty for me to move in, but by that time it was too late. You had scored too many points. I hadn't scored any primary points, which is very important, and that was the game. It was game over by then. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed it anyway. Sorry about the game. And guys, if you want more content like this, head over to SN Plus on snbarreports.com, where we have over 100 battle reports in both video style and classic style, which you guys will love and enjoy. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you back in the next one. Cheerio!